So you're thinking about making that move to Oak Brook, Illinois. Well, you found the right video today because in this video today, I'm going to break it down for you. All of it today. I'm going to break down the good and the bad, the pros and the cons, even the yin and the yang of moving and living in Oak Brook, Illinois. So you're not going to want to miss out on this because at the end of this video, right, I'm going to actually share with you what people are saying about Oak Brook, Illinois and why they are choosing to move there or why they're not choosing to move there. All right, so stick around to the end, but we're about to get after it right now. Let's go. If this is your first time on this channel, you want to know everything there is to know about living in Chicago and the neighboring suburbs like Oak Brook, Illinois, just subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Marlon here with my team, and we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you. That's right, just like you, looking to make that move to Chicago, and we absolutely love it. So, what I want you to do is to not hesitate, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days. Give us a call, shoot us a text, this email, so we can help you make a smooth move to the city of Chicago. But hey, we're getting after it today. We're talking about the pros and the cons of living in Oak Brook, Illinois. And we're just going to dive right into it today. All right. So the first pro is going to be that, this is what, Oak Brook is really known for is that there are a plenty and a plethora of shopping and dining areas that you can go ahead and choose when you are in Oak Brook, right? So Oak Brook is going to experience a large volume of people that are either there, visiting for just to eat or they're visiting just to shop. And if you're a resident there as well, it's even more greater for you because you're going to be, about 5, 10, 15 minutes away from all of that stuff. So that's really, really nice. Okay. So Oprah's going to have, some of the best dining options that you can have around. Many 5-star restaurants, many 4-star restaurants. Shopping, they have the Oak Brook Mall, the Oak Brook Terrace Mall. They even have entertainment down there. They have pinstripes, a bunch of different things that you can choose to do when you are right there in Oak Brook. So that's going to be really nice. And that's going to be our pro number one, okay? But I want to tell you about some of the things that they do have down there. Like they have a Perry Steakhouse. So if you like steak, or any type of food like that, they have many of those great restaurants down there. A lot of them have some really nice ambient vibes. Sometimes in the summertime they do allow you to sit outside, so that is really nice as well. They have Fogo de Chao, they have Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, all of that stuff. All that stuff you need is right there in Oak Brook. All right, so that's something that's really great about it. All right, so again, that was pro number one. Now to follow that up with the first con, right? Our first con is that the traffic can be brutal. All right. So sometimes in Oak Brook, it does get hectic on the main road that runs directly through Oak Brook. It's called Kingery Highway, Illinois Route 83. That's going to be the main road that can get a little congested here and there, especially during the peak hours of the day, right? Around 5 o'clock. That's when people are getting off work. And in Oak Brook, that is a headquarters for a lot of companies. All right. So you may experience, especially around 5 o'clock, it's going to have some heavy traffic in that area. Okay. So that's going to be that. But the traffic is okay. Once it dies down, it's pretty easy to get around Oak Brook. So that is something that is really nice as well. Now, something I do want to note is that there are not a lot of street lights in Oak Brook, especially along Route 83 or Kingery Highway. So, if you need glasses at nighttime or, it does get a little dark outside at nighttime. So just keep that in mind and make sure you can see if you're driving at night through Oak Brook. All right. So just want to put that out there. So for anybody who may need to know that. All right. So that's going to be our first con there, right? Is the traffic. All right. But moving into our next pro, that's going to be the proximity, right? We talked about, how they have a lot of great shopping and dining in Oak Brook, but Oak Brook is also only about 20 miles west of Chicago, right? So 20 miles, that's going to put you at around a 20 to 30-minute drive with light traffic into downtown Chicago. So that is what makes Oak Brook a really sought after location, is because you still have the suburban living lifestyle and really luxury lifestyle at that, right? We'll get to that. But you're about only 20 to 30 minutes away and a quick drive away from the downtown area of Chicago, which has everything else that you would possibly need or could think of. Okay, and you can get back and forth with the train as well. There's a train that runs right through Oak Brook, so that is really nice. Okay, so you need public transportation, that is an option for you. But that is our next pro, which is the proximity to Chicago. Okay, and it is it is really close. You just hop on the highway, you'll be down there in again 20 to 30 minutes. So really nice. All right, so moving into our next con, right? Con number two is there is limited public transportation. Okay, right? I told you about the Metro, right? That's the train that's going to take you from Oak Brook to Chicago very quick and easy. And it is nice because if you do take the train, you don't have to worry about parking in Chicago. You don't have to spend that extra, 10, 15 minutes just trying to find a space, or that, you got to spend an extra $20 just to park, somewhere in downtown, either in a garage or on the street if you have to. But you can eliminate all of that just by taking the train, and maybe Ubering, quickly around Chicago area, or get a bike or something like that. People do all types of stuff to get around. They have all types of services. Okay, so think about that if you want to not drive to Chicago. But I just want to let you know there is limited public transportation getting around. So you're most likely going to need a car, especially if you have a home, and you need to get, either to the train station or something like that. You're still going to need a car. Okay, so that is going to be our con number two right there. Okay, now moving on to our next pro. Pro number three is that they have a very affluent community. So that is really nice. In Oak Brook, they have a bunch of luxury homes, really big homes on big lots, meant for a luxury lifestyle. So that is something that is really nice. And the home prices there are a bit higher than a lot of other suburbs in the western suburbs of Chicago. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. But with that, that does come with a lot of privacy. That does come with a set great schools as well. They have great parks and recreations, so you can get out, get outside. They even have 3 golf courses right there in Oak Brook, right? So you don't have to go more than 10, 15 minutes away to get to the next course. So that is really nice as well. If you're a golfer, I know I have a lot of golfing clients. So if you're one of them, Oak Brook could definitely be, a great spot for you thinking about making that move. All right. But that's going to be really nice. And they do also have low crime as well. So safety, again, I know safety is a big priority for a lot of people. So, Oak Brook is one of the safest suburbs that you can live in all of Illinois. All right. So I just want to put that out there for you, so I kind of ease your mind there. Okay. But moving on, right, to the next con, right, I want to go ahead and share with you, because you decided to stick around to the end of this video. And that's why I rock with you, all right? I want to let you know I really rock with you for sticking around and supporting your boy, all right? But, to tell you exactly what you waited to the end to hear, I want to tell you why people are actually moving or choosing not to move to Oak Brook, Illinois, okay? And there are many reasons for that, all right? So let's break it down, okay? So here we go. Oak Brook is mainly a neighborhood for the elderly, all right? So not saying that if you're somebody who is young or a young professional that you cannot move there. That's not what I'm saying. You definitely can if you have the means to do that. Let's connect. We can do that. But, generally what I've been hearing from some of the residents who have moved there recently, and this is what they've expressed to me, all right? They told me that Oak Brook is a really nice and a really, luxury living lifestyle, but it mainly caters towards the elderly, all right? And they said that for a couple of different reasons, like the Park District and the golf course area are mainly, centered around the elderly. There's no real big downtown area for Oak Brook, right? The really comparable thing to that is the Oak Brook Terrace area where the mall is at. That's really where a lot of community and the people will be gathering at around. So they said that about Oak Brook as well. And then they also said that the subdivisions are pretty far away from each other, so they're pretty spread out. Right now, that can be good for privacy, but it also can be not so great for community living, or kind of getting to know your neighbors and things like that. All right. So they did say that, and then they also mentioned that there are not many sidewalks in Oak Brook. All right, so it doesn't really cater towards those those children and teens who like to get outside and maybe walk on the sidewalk or walk to the park or something like that. There are not many sidewalks. And remember, I mentioned the street lights as well. There are not many street lights in that area as well. Of course, they're going to be in the subdivision areas, but there may not be as many as you would think. Okay, so that's what a lot of the residents who I've helped move there recently have said about Oak Brook. But they do like where they are staying right now. Proximity, the local shopping, dining, all of that stuff is um, still great out there. All right, so just some things to consider if you're thinking about making that move to Oak Brook. I definitely would love to help you do that, help you make sure it's a smooth transition. So really, all you gotta do is to give us a call, shoot us a text, us an email, so we can help you make a smooth transition to Oak Brook. And until I can see you next time on the next video, I appreciate you for sticking around. Peace.